All right, everyone. So this is our last night here on the MSC, and we would just like to give you a honest review of what we like and what we don't like. I haven't done this on other ship I have cruised before, so this will be my first one. Okay, so let's recap here what we like on the ship so far. It's a beautiful ship, right, Marshall?
Yeah,
It's a
and
very beautiful ship.
good aesthetics. There's a lot of
It's modern,
whole,
European,
yeah.
very big. You know, we have cruised on the Icon before, and this is up there. I mean, it took me a while to do the whole tour of the ship. So it's a beautiful ship.
The main atrium's like really gorgeous.
Um, the shows, the show's amazing. The singers are very nice. I mean, very talented, very great voice. Unlike the last cruise ship we were on for Christmas, the Princess Sun, where it was bad. I mean, I remember we went to the first show and
Viva la Musica.
something like that, and you know the main production, and man, they were bad. They were really bad. It was so bad that we skipped the rest of the show for the rest of the cruise ship. But this one, um, both the one in the War Theater and the one in the back panorama are amazing. It's very similar to Celebrity, if you have been on one, especially the Edge class ship where they have the Eden in the back. Very similar. They have acrobatics and all the stuff like that. So I really like that a lot, right?
Yeah, like similar in terms of quality.
The shows, yeah, all the shows are amazing. If you like musical stuff, you should go to these things. What else? The water parks. Marshall said the water park is really nice.
In the water parks, or in the water park, there's basically, well, you have a dry slide, but in the actual water park, there's 3 different slides. The first slide, it uses like one of those like tube things. It's like the circular like round thing filled with air, and you can actually, it's the same ride, but you can do a single or double. So they have.
So how does that
like
compare to like say the one that we've been before, like Icon to Sea or Royal?
I'm gonna be honest. It's a good water park, but in comparison, I think Icon always has the best.
Oh, the
water
Icon
park.
has the biggest water park. I mean, it has the biggest, but I mean the ride's not bad, right?
Yeah. I mean the rides are by no means bad. They're really fun. You should definitely like try the drop slide. That's a really good one. And then there's also one of those ones. It's like a race where like both of you go at the same time, and then you race against someone else.
And of course, you can do other stuff too, like bumper cars and other stuff. I mean, they have a lot of stuff that you can do, right?
And it's free as well. Like
it's free.
Once you get
Correct.
the kiosk thing, you can do a bunch of the entertainments.
Right. So that's good. Yeah. So that's nice too. It's all included. It's not extra.
By the way, a good note is like for the swings and the adventure park trail thing, you do need closed-toe shoes,
right,
as well. That's really important.
So pack your tennis shoes.
Yeah.
The spa, of course. I if anyone who knows me, I love spa, especially when they have the pool inside. Those are the best, right? So the spa here is beautiful. The pool is pretty big. I mean, it's pretty big size. Probably one of the biggest pool in a spa, in a thermal spa that I've been to on the oldest cruise ship. So that's really nice. Our cabin, which is a balcony, and it's a deluxe cabin facing the promenade, right? Normally I book balconies facing the ocean, but for this time I just want to do the balcony on the promenade instead, just to see how it is. And actually, I believe, even though Marshall say on the first day that, Dad, we should have done the ocean view, but now he realized that his dad's always right. So we actually love the promenade facing balcony.
Well, you do. It depends on preference. I like the ocean view. The sunset sunrises is really nice for me, but my dad doesn't like it because, when you're sleeping and then the sun rises.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Here's
you
the
can
thing.
Close the blinds.
Here's the thing. Daytime, you get to see the ocean. It's nice and that stuff. Nighttime, you don't see anything. It's pitch dark, right? Whereas you facing the promenade and our room, which is on deck 11, and you can sit on the balcony every night, and they have some kind of entertainment right below us, like performers. I mean, it's amazing. Like, you can sit here on your balcony, drinking wine, whatever, beers, and you can listen to the music, and they have different performers perform every night. I mean, and then, of course, you can see the light show, right? The light show is crazy good.
Yeah.
So we have the best view in the house, I believe.
Yeah.
Because if you're facing the ocean, you don't see anything at nighttime. So I think it's a good change of pace, really. And I'm glad that we did book this room.
Yeah. I'd say the only negative is I guess you can hear the kids screaming all day from the dry slide, because Also, right next to the dry slide.
Right. So
Yeah.
to be fair, right? If you're like a early night person, like you go to bed at night and 9 o'clock or so, you might not like that because it can get really loud because of the music, the DJ, whatever.
Hmm.
But if you're like a night owl like us, right, where we don't sleep till 2 or sometimes 3, right, you'll be fine. Now it can be really loud until 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is quiet hour. They shut down everything, right? So that's fine. But if you have to go to bed at 9 p.m. or so, you might not like this location because it'll be loud. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the only downsides of this location, right? What else we have? Oh, the cabin. The cabin. Oh my goodness. I like how the shelves they built here in the cabin next to the bathroom. So much space. I mean, I've been to pretty much all the new ships really came out since COVID, right? And I have to say this one is very well designed in terms of maximize the space on a cruise ship, right?
Yeah. I also really love the safe in the drawer.
Marshall like the safe
That's really cool.
inside the drawer because typically you find the safe inside a closet, right? But here, yeah, it's nice. I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we like here? The Wi-Fi, of course, is Starlink, so you can't go wrong with Starlink, right?
Yeah.
We have issues
On the first
with the
day.
Wi-Fi when we first came up here on the ship. Like the whole system crashed. I guess everybody tried to log in, and it's a mess, really. But once we figured out what happened, we were fine. Like the whole time, we went through like a couple storms
Yeah.
overnight, and it was fine. Like we didn't lose
Yeah.
any Wi-Fi, so
Like,
that was good.
yeah, occasionally a good note though is like there's like a stop and start website for the Wi-Fi.
Correct.
Occasionally,
Mhm.
not occasionally, but like rarely. Like sometimes the Wi-Fi would be a little bit spotty,
Right.
and if it's spotty, I recommend you would just stop it and then start it again, and then it should be good to go.
Right. So if your Wi-Fi is spotty, then you know how you go to the website. Like to log in, MSC Wi-Fi login on the website, and you can do a start. They have a start button or a stop button, right? You can start, and that should be fine. They will refresh the whole thing. So that's how we figured out on day 2, really.
Yeah.
So that was fine. Yeah. Oh yeah, our cruise director. Now his nickname is what? Doctor what?
Doctor E. Doctor E.
Doctor E.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like in my 25 years or 30 years of cruisings, this guy, the cruise director on this ship right here, is the best. I mean, that's
Yeah.
to me is the best.
Yeah.
He's amazing, funny, great voice. I mean, he's really a great cruise director. That's what you want to see in every ship, really.
Yeah.
Very
Really great energy.
Yeah.
You can tell he like loves what he's doing.
correct.
And again, it's really nice because like before every show, there's like he's like doing like basically comedy for like 5 minutes. That's great. You
Yeah.
know.
He's funny. I mean,
it gets you prepped for the show.
he could do a stand-up comedy on his own, really.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing.
That's how funny that guy is. But so he is up to now is the best cruise director that I have seen, and
Yeah.
that's say a lot. I mean, I cruise a lot, so I like how these new rooms have the USB-C. Also, you don't get to see that on ships a lot, but this one actually have USB-C. Good thing, they are up to date in technology
Yeah.
because now all day we all use USB-C now, really. What else we have?
But they also do have USB, right? And
Yeah, they had USB
Yeah.
too, but C is like the future. Well, not the future; it's real current, really.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Even Apple.
A lot of
goes to C.
variety. I mean,
Yeah.
like you could bring anything.
Correct.
So.
We tried 2 specialty restaurants on this trip. We love steaks. As anyone knows, we love steak. Marshall love filet mignon, right? So we did eat at Butcher's Cut, and then we try out a new restaurant, the Italy, which is Marshall's favorite because he loves Italian food also. So both are very good. Now service-wise, I'm not sure about service. It's one of those weird night that we were eating at Italy, and the waitress, I guess, was overwhelmed with something. It just it was. But-
I mean, first sailing, so a
Yeah.
lot of stuff can happen.
Correct. But the
there's
food is
something
fine. The food is fine, right?
fine. I love the food.
Oh yeah.
personally.
Marshall liked it.
I mean, also all the desserts are amazing at both Butcher's Cut and Italy.
Right.
They both have really good desserts. I definitely recommend the tiramisu. One note actually is in the Butcher's Cut, the dessert labeled lava cake it's not exactly lava cake.
Yeah.
They got the cake part right, but it's not hot like at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird because some of the dessert that we accustomed to on other cruise ships and stuff, they do it so differently here. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Even the tiramisus do differently here.
Yeah, but
right?
yeah, if you go to Italy, you have to try the tiramisu.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's the best one I've ever had.
And Marshall knows because he loves tiramisu, so
Yeah.
just want you to know. What else? The arcades. You know, the arcade's fun. They have a lot of good games on there.
Yeah.
Me and Marshall, we play a few games.
Yeah. It's not like all.
You know.
It's not all like single player. You know, you can play with friends.
There was there was one arcade that me and him we played the bike, the motorcycle race bike. You know, I guess this old guy still have it, right?
You got lucky.
I beat him 4 out of 4. Just want you to know.
You got lucky.
And lastly, what I really like on this one is the pizza and burger place on the deck 6. It's free, of course, and they open to 2 a.m. So that's really good because it's nice when you go see like late show, like 10 a.m. I mean, I'm sorry, like 10 p.m. and stuff, and you come out and you're still hungry, right? You have a place to go to, and I like that a lot. And I love pizza like late night. I like to eat pizza late night. I don't know. It's just my traditional cruise kind of thing. Yeah. But the few past cruise last year I went to is Princess closed at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Like Princess Sunday closed at pizza at 10 p.m. You know, and then if you just ate your dinner and you went to see a show and you're hungry, well, you have luck. So I didn't like that much. Anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah, well, and also it's not just pizza and burger. Well,
right,
first, they have a lot of variety as well.
Correct.
Like there's like a whole
wings, wings, nachos, yeah.
They have like to go like chicken
grab and go.
Fries,
they have a lot of grab and go. So yeah, so they have
nice.
Not just pizza, but I personally like pizzas. That's why.
Yeah. Also, they have all kinds of pizza. So like pepperoni, cheese, no cheese, sausage, ham, tuna, even on some of them, mushroom, vegetable pizzas. Yeah. Right. A lot of variety. So that's good.
All right. So those are the goods. Now we are talking about the bads, the things that we didn't like or we think it could be better, right? For some reason, of all the cruise line, MSC service is just there, but not there. You know what I mean? Like they just meet that thing, but I never feel like they are above and beyond.
It's just okay.
It's just okay.
The people are there for the paycheck, really. That's
yeah. I feel like even the main dining, I feel like a waiter, just okay. Basically, he just take our orders, then just, bring our orders out. Unlike other ships where you know the name of the main waiter and then the assistant waiter, here we're not really sure, really.
Well, you don't know. I know both their names.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to remember if they're better.
Correct. And then our room attendants, the first 2 days, we don't even know who our room attendant is, Typically, when you get on a cruise ship, your room attendant will come and greet you, say, hey, I am your blah, 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 and they give you a business card. Well, I think the first 2 days, we don't have a clue who our room attendant is, right? And then for this rest of the trip, they're supposed to do our room twice a day, but they choose like a weird timing to clean our room.
It's
it's kind of weird. Like typically, other cruise line here I'm talking about, they clean our room in the morning, right? Let's say they start at 8 or 9 a.m. And let's just say it's a sea day and then you have to sleep in, right? Mm-hmm. And then you say, okay, don't do not disturb. That's fine. But as soon as you wake up and go eat late lunch, whatever, and then you put it aside, they come and clean your room, right? For some reason, the person cleaning our room, she doesn't start to clean our room until like around 2 p.m.
It's only a 1 hour window, 1:30 to 2:30.
Yeah.
That's the only time she cleans.
And that's weird. That's just weird to me is because, it's a lot of time to me, it's just weird. And then for cleaning at nighttime for us, she came late too. Yeah. Like 9?
I don't know if that's like a system, or if that's just her.
I just know that of all my cruise that I've been on, this is the one time that it's weird. The way a person clean our room is just weird timing. It's just weird. Like most of the time, they try to clean your room while you're out for lunch. They know when you go to see the show and stuff. So in this one, I feel like they don't know. So that's one thing that they could be better, right?
Yeah,
Could be
but
better.
again, that could just be her. Right?
Could be.
Because we don't know if it's like her system or
Correct,
something.
correct.
Like,
Could be,
because they
could
might
be.
be different.
Yeah.
So.
So let's see. Uh, well, I guess if you have cruised on MSC before, the food is okay, both in the main dining and buffet compared to other cruise line. They just there. You know what I mean? Like the selection is not that great. It's very limited, and the food is just it's gonna fill you up. But like I don't think there's any food that say, wow, this is like the best I have on the cruise ship. You know what I mean? Like
Well, for me, there's been a couple of this.
all right, for Marshall, what is your couple beside?
The crab cake and butcher's cut. That is actually a really well done crab cake.
Okay.
Tiramisu at Italy. There's a really good consistency between everything. Like everything is like ratioed out correctly. Like there's not too much of one thing in particular. So it's really well done, and it's like there's like not too much chocolate. Not enough chocolate. And then I think the grandma's chocolate cake is a really good.
The Rema chocolate in the main dining is Marshall's favorite. He has that almost every night.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Now here's the thing though. Okay, I mean, this is my 4th MSC cruise, right? On all different 4 ships, and they do have a buffet on the ship in 2 floors, deck 18 and deck 19. Now I find that deck 19 is better because it's less crowded, and sometimes actually the food up there they have. I would say they have a little bit more food that's better than 18, if that makes sense.
18 has more food. 19 has sometimes higher quality.
Higher quality, correct? Like
less
the
quantity though.
like the cut, like the prime cut and stuff like that, right? So
yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you want less crowd at the buffet, then I would say go 19. Deck 19 is better.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And what else is that? Okay, so here's my gripe about. I love spa, right? I love spa, and that's like you go in, you want to be in the zen. And you want to do it nice and quiet. Well, they built the spa right above the World Theater, right? Right above that. So when you in the sauna, try to soak it in, relax, you'd hear this thumping from the music right below you. So to me, that's really bad choice of building a spa right above the World Theater. Whereas other cruise line, they're like deck 15 or somewhere, away from all the noises.
Just bad design.
Yeah, it's just bad design. So they should fix that, hopefully, on the next MSC Asia, I guess. But that's imagine you go in, you pay for a massage, and you lay down, and all you hear is like thump, thump, thump music. You know what I mean? Like from below you. That's not good. What else? If you have late dining. Now, for some reason, I signed up for early dining when I reserved this cruise, but somehow they assign late dining. If you have late dining, you'll miss like quite a lot of shows in the panorama, really. So my advice is, if you love shows, either get in early dining or do anytime dining, or you can go to the buffet for dining, because a lot of time the food up in the buffet for dinner is very similar in the main dining. Maybe 1 or 2 missing stuff, but for most part, much quicker, much easier, and then you can do the early show, and then you can do the panorama.
Yeah.
Because panorama shows, you have to book for all the shows, right, on MC, and panorama is the one that will be always sold out first thing in the morning. So my advice is you get up early in the morning and book the show right away. Because it's a much smaller venue, so it's very limited seatings, right?
Yeah.
So that one you always sold out. So we were able to see everything but two shows. We missed 2 shows because they just sold out. So either early dinner booking, or anytime dinner, so we can just do quick dinner early, or just go to the buffet. We found out too late about the buffet dinner.
And the main dining sharing the same food.
So there's no sense to be honest with you, go to main dining for dinner, to be honest with you. If I could do this on the next trip, like the MSC World Asia coming out in 2 years from now, I would just skip main dining.
Yeah. Honestly, the only reason to go to main dining would be to eat
night,
some of the desserts.
Or formal night. That's about it, really.
You know,
That's about it, really.
Yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, the only reason I would go is for the grandma's chocolate cake,
Yeah.
right? Because they don't have that in the buffet. Also, if you go to the buffet, you don't have to wear anything. You know, you just you have to wear clothes.
Right,
you
yeah,
know,
just
like,
buffet. Yeah, you don't have to dress
short
up.
T-shirts,
Correct,
exactly.
correct.
It's a lot easier.
All right, now the teen club. Marshall will fill this one in. For the teen club.
Oh, okay. So, on most other ships, the teen club, they have like a lot of other activities for you to do. Like usually like football, ping pong, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. And this teen club actually does have a lot of that. However, their opening times are actually just really like bad. They open too late, basically. Um, they open at 3, which is a really strange time. They should like open like closer to like noonish. I feel like maybe like 12:30 or 1. That's what it is on most other ships.
Right.
And then they go to about like 5,
Mhm.
right, for dinner,
Right.
and then they reopen at like 8 or 7
Correct.
to like
Correct.
midnight or 1 a.m. even
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
But this one, it opens at 3 p.m. and then it just goes straight to midnight, and then that's it. There's no like breaks in between. The staff there are really like unenergetic. Like a lot of the staff on like in like other cruises in the teen club, you know, they like you can tell they like really enjoy it, you know, and they love hanging out with the kids. And there's a bunch of like really fun activities. I felt like a lot of the activities in this teen club, it's just kind of mediocre. Nothing like too like interesting and fun. And what made the experience worse for me is because most of the kids here we're not really my age and the ones.
But
my
that's
age,
that's
so
not had nothing to do with the ship.
yeah,
It's just
exactly.
wrong week.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just the opening times are weird, and they should definitely change that.
Right. And then I think the last one that I feel like they could do better is, um, I've been to many spa, right, on different cruise line, and this one to me is the most crowded spa ever. Like it's really crowded, and what's amazing is you have to reserve the time because there's so many people, right? So let's just say I reserve 2 p.m., right, and I show up at 2 p.m. and it's still overcrowded. Whereas other ship where you actually say, hey, I come in here at 3, right? You come in and you can tell they limit the capacity at that hour, you know what I mean? Where here, you reserve a time, you go in, but you don't feel like they limit the capacity at all, really. So it's very crowded, especially Sea Day. You know, Sea Day was very crowded. So that's the only thing I wish they could improve on. Or I know some other ships when they sell the thermal, the 7-day thermal spa, they limit how many tickets they can sell for that per cruise. I feel like they just sell whatever. You know what I mean? There's no limit. That's how I feel because the amount of people in the thermal spa on Sea Day is just crazy, right? You almost feel like you're at the pool outside, really. Other than that, it's a beautiful spa, but I felt like it was way overcrowded, right?
Yeah.
So anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it. I mean, it's a beautiful ship. There's nothing wrong with it, and we try not to nitpicking, really, because when you are the first group of paying passengers on a cruise ship, you expect it's not to be perfect, right? But when you compare this to other ship that we've been on, that we were the first paying passenger on a cruise line too. We felt like, yeah, they can do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. But like I say, like I don't mind cruising with MSC again, especially 2 years from now when the MSC World Asia coming out. We would definitely going to be on that ship, right?
Yeah.
And Marshall should be done with high school in 2 years, so this that this might be my gift to with him to celebrate his high school graduation, right? Anyway, that should do it for our 7-day cruise here on the MSC World America. I think overall you guys will like this ship and you enjoy it. Don't be just too picky, and you should be okay. All right, that should do it, right?
Yeah. You just gotta keep in mind it's a cruise, relax.
All right, so until next cruise, which is going to be on some new ship, I guess. We will see you then. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.